Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a live breaking news edition of the NJCourts TV news station. I'll be your host this evening, NJCourts. And we're going to get this show started. I know it is Monday night. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I know people are probably just getting home, especially if you're on the East Coast if you're on the West Coast and work. So we'll make it a quick update. I know there's a lot of good shows on, Discovery, the History Channel now you could be catching. So just give me about 15, 20 minutes. I got an update as far as what's been going on with the Burger Planet incident/case. We're going to refer to some paperwork or online documents that, again, you guys can publicly access. And then just to remind everybody as to what happened, just in case you didn't catch it, or maybe you just got so frustrated with my first update that you just left. So in case that happened, no worries. I've got a really nice clip, courtesy of a new clip channel that we just premiered actually a couple of days ago when we broke the first bit of news about, Burger Planet being arrested. And they've been able to condense pretty much everything I wanted to show you guys in a very short clip. So we're going to just start off by playing that clip just to remind everybody as to what happened. And then I'm going to share with you an update as to what's going on with old Burger Planet. All right. So hang tight. Like I said, it should be about 10 to 15 minute show, maybe a little bit longer. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for all my mods for being here. Thank you for all the members of the jury for all your continued support. Thank you for all the new subs. I think just from our last show, we gained almost 20, 30 new subs. So I really appreciate that. And so far, everybody's been hanging in with their subscription. I haven't seen anybody just hang on for one day and then leave. So I appreciate all the new viewers. So thank you all. All right, let's get this show started. Just for time's sake, I'm going to just say big hello to everybody in chat. Usually like to sometimes go down and say hello to everybody individually, but let's get this show going, man. All right, so let's start with the clip really quick. And this clip is going to be courtesy of the Scuff Central clip channel. So they've got about just under 3.5K subs. So if you haven't subbed up, sub up. Let's get them to 4K. Like I'm anybody, but no, I appreciate them being a new clip channel. Well, maybe not new, but to me, and I appreciate this clip. So it looks like they got almost 3K views on it. So for a smaller channel, looks like they've garnered a lot of attention. So congratulations on that. But here you go. So just to kind of get everybody updated again as to why Burger Planet was originally arrested a couple of days ago and is facing a adult misdemeanor charge of assault. And again, we're going to take a look at all that case information here in a second. Here you go. I'm going to post the link to this clip. That way, if you want to check it out or definitely want to sub up to the Scuff Central channel, you can do that. So here in about 3, 2, 1, there is the link I just posted. And here we go. Let me get this up here really quick. And I'll get it on full screen. This is a clip that we did share a few days ago, so many of you probably have seen it. But again, just in case you didn't, stay towards the end of my last broadcast, and that's when we did get a chance to play this. I want people to get a chance to see this because this was an actually pretty good close-up of the alleged assault. And then it also features, when the cops get there and actually arrest Burger Planet, so you get to see that. All right. Bear with me just a few more seconds, and here we go, folks.
Why do you flirt with minors?
I don't. You do. Why do you want the monkey? I don't have a monkey account. Do you get paid to be a pedo?
I get paid to be a monkey app. You get paid.
You get paid to be an asshole, or you just choose to be an asshole?
You're choosing to flirt with minors, not me.
I don't flirt with minors, bitch. Yo, hey.
This works.
All you are is a fucking
Superman now.
I'm gonna call the police. You just assaulted me.
And since this is a YouTube clip, we can actually slow that down. So
Holy shit.
let's do that. Let's take a look at that one more time, but in slow motion, because I was trying to do that last time, but unfortunately, it wasn't a YouTube clip. It was one of my own videos that I uploaded, so I wasn't able to. But we can do that now. Let's go to half speed. And here you go.
I get paid to.
Do you get paid to be a pedo?
I get paid to be a monkey. Yeah. You get paid.
Do you get
$4
paid to be an asshole, or you just choose to be an asshole?
Stop me.
Paul to the side.
Bitch!
Yo, hey.
All right, one more time, but we're gonna even slow it down a little bit more, man.
All you words of fuck.
I swear to God, either this slow-mo just and the way it was recorded is just great, or Action Man's got some flappy, chubby cheeks, man, because we're going to slow it down. I swear to God, you see them cheeks go bling, 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 bling. Let's check that out one more time. But we're going to go to 25% a little bit. So we're going to slow down even more to 25% slower. Check this out. All right. That way you guys can really, especially for my slow people out there. All right, here you go. What up, go girl? Oh, I think it's just his hair. All right. All right, let's finish this clip here. Let me just take it off of the promo.
All you words of fuck.
Superman now.
Hey, I'm gonna call the police. You just assaulted me.
Yo.
On camera. Holy shit. Have fun.
Damn the river.
Enjoy your Christmas. They got bad $2 that I like people salty.
Authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit, cause I ain't the one. Full punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on and thrown in jail. We can go toe to toe in the middle of a sale. You with me, cause I'm a teenager with a.
All right, there you go. I appreciate. Shout out to the. Oops, let me take this off here before I get copyright struck. Shout out to the. There we go. Stuff Central channel. Putting that nice condensed clip. All right, so let me shut that off. I know you guys can't hear it, but I can hear it in my headphones there. Okay, so there you go. So that was just a quick little update as far as just in case you guys didn't know what had happened. You see what happens, the assault or alleged assault, and then you see him getting taken away by the cops. Okay, so this happened in the evening of, let me pull up the public information. I believe it was the 20th, and then they show incident date the 20th, and then booking came in early morning the next day, which was the 21st. And then, you know, we did originally premiere and share the booking information for you guys when I first gave you guys an update on all this a few days ago. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you is going to be the bonding information. So what does that mean? Breaking news. Burger Planet is out of jail. As a matter of fact, he bonded. I'm going to say, well, according to the paperwork, it says it was a cash bond. He had a choice of a surety or a cash bond, which means surety means he can use a bonding agency, or if he's got his own money, he can do that. It was a $1,500 cash or surety bond. According to the paperwork I'm going to share with you guys, it does appear that he bonded out on a cash bond. So either himself or somebody paid the $1,500. And assuming he shows up to all his hearings, and once this case gets disposed, then that individual should get that $1,500 back. But if Burger Planet decides not to show up to one of these hearings, then the court gets to keep that $1,500, all of it. So, all right. So give me just a minute here and let me get that paperwork up here for you guys. Hello to everybody coming in to chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see all the members of the jury. Good to see all the new subs in here. And thank you for all my mods for being here, for all your hard work. All right, so now what we're going to do, and what day did he get bonded out? As a matter of fact, he was released the same day he was arrested or booked into jail, on the 21st. So for those of you that were wondering if he was going to be staying the weekend in jail, because remember, we weren't sure yet. We weren't sure. There was not even any case information, which there really isn't even a case number. They just kind of have like a generic kind of case number assigned to it, which means they bonded him out. But according to what I'm going to show you guys, it still doesn't look like the prosecutor's office has officially charged him with the charges yet. Okay. Once they do that, then it's going to populate a case number. Right now, you're just looking at basically the bonding information, which is all the information they have related to this case so far, until the DA's office either decides to prosecute or not prosecute. Okay. So let me share with you what I have for you. Again, this is all public information that you guys can access. This is going to be through the Hays County Public Court Records search website. Just Google search Hays County Court Record search, and that should set you on the right track. Give me just a second to share with you what I have here in front of me. Share screen. So let's start here with the kind of release. Oh, wrong one. This is the bond information. Let's start with this one here. So here's when you do for example, when you go do a jail record search right now for Burger Planet, aka Joshua McCutcheon, you're going to see this. Okay. So let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Excellent. So it shows he was booked on the 21st. That's what I'm highlighting right there. And then you see under the released section, it shows June the 21st. Okay, so he has been released. All right. Now, when we click on when we go to his case number, actually, we'll go to his case information last. Let's go to the bond information. So that's going to be a different search. So you can do a jail search, a bond record search, a court case search, and even a court date search. 4 different searches you can do on that website. Okay. So now you're looking at the bond record search results. Okay. So when you do a bond record search, because we see that he was released, you see that a bond was posted on the 21st. That's what I'm highlighting here for you. Okay. His arrest date was the 20th. And it's showing a $1,500 cash bond. That's what I'm trying to highlight here now for you. Okay. Now, let's go to his case information. Oops. Just give me a second. I'm going to have to do a different... It timed me out, so I just got to do another case search. Give me just 1 second here. And there is somewhat of a case number, but it says pre F25-208 3CR-2. So I guess if you do try to search as a case search through that number, this should also come up through here in case you don't do a name search. But this is what the case information looks like so far. So you can see down here the charges, which is assault. There's the statute code. And then the level of the charge, which is a misdemeanor A. And then it shows down here the events that have happened so far, events and hearings. So it says magistration documents, and then it's dated June 21st, and then magistrate warning, June 21st. Now, if you Google search what a magistrate warning is in the state of Texas, because remember, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know this shit. So I just Google search magistrate warning, Texas, meaning. And it says, and let me share this with you. In Texas, a magistrate's warning, as outlined in Article 15.17 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, ensures that individuals arrested are informed of their rights. This warning includes advising them of their right to remain silent, their right to an attorney, including the right to have one appointed if they can't afford one, yada, yada, yada. Okay? So basically the just normal procedure you have at a bond hearing. It's generally, I think they also call that in other states a judge, or excuse me, there's another name to it. I forgot. It's like a pre or a bond, a pre-trial condition. Something like, I don't know, but that's what they call it, a magistrate's warning in Texas. So that's all that's been done so far. Okay, so until you see a court date for a pretrial or an arraignment hearing, then that's going to be when you officially know the charges have been brought against old Burger here. So I'm probably sure they will, just because, the evidence is there. It's on camera. As silly as it might appear to a lot of y'all, in my opinion, I agree with you. The court has to look at it through the evidence. Okay. So the evidence is there. I guess the only other thing that a public defender could probably do, or an attorney representing Burger Planet in his defense, could be maybe trying to play on the side of, maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look into it because of kind of like, the conversation and, basically, in my opinion, Action Man kind of verbally assaulting Burger, which, they could say that's slandering, which, at that point, it doesn't even matter because he physically did assault them, allegedly. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure they probably will charge him, but I guess we're going to have to wait till we officially see that here. So I don't want to say that until we can, like I said, I just refer to the court documents. So I'm not going to quote something, or, I will give an opinion, but I'm not going to officially state something, until we can, actually compare it to and refer back to some type of court document to verify that information. But there you go. That's what I have so far. Okay. Oh, yeah. Under here, when I was saying adult misdemeanor, that's where I saw that information was under the case type here, where I'm highlighting up at the upper right-hand corner. So, oh, sorry, you can't see that. Let me jump back to that case info here. There you go. All right, now you should see that. And let me highlight that up here. So that's right up here at the upper right-hand corner, case type, and it's an adult misdemeanor. Yes, I do have a clip channel, and I'm actually going to be, thank you for sharing that, Roofer. We do got a lot of clips on there, but as far as new stuff, I'm going to be adding some new clips on there from the California trip. I'm going to be working on a lot of shorts and editing a bunch of videos that I was able to take as far as like B-roll, stuff that you guys didn't see live. And I'm going to take stuff from like my live streams to also condense some of the fun and cool moments of the streams and stuff that we did in Cali that maybe some of you didn't get a chance to see, because some of those streams we went for like 12, 13 hours, you know what I mean? And some shit happened like at the last hour. So I'm going to try to clip some of the good shit, and definitely going to utilize that clip channel that we have. We almost got like, I think 500 subs on there to start clipping more stuff and posting on there. So thank you for posting that, Roofer. So if you haven't subbed up to that channel and you like the content here, especially my IRL content, definitely check out or sub up to that clip channel and check it out, because there are some clips already posted on there from the couple of years that I started that channel. And we're going to continue with it. We definitely is going to continue to grow on that part of the clips. All right. Any questions in chat? Any comments, complaints, tips, advice? You guys been looking? You guys, for some of you that are locked up in your basement, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. In my opinion, I would, say get some balance and go out every once in a while and get some exercise, or at the very minimum, if you're not a outside type of person, at least walk in place, and downstairs, or, walk up and down the basement stairs, get some type of physical activity, even the is considered physical activity, gets your heart rate going. So, but either way, long story short, for some of you that where I was going with that have not been able to catch maybe some of the national news, boy, oh boy, has some shit gone down. I don't know if some of you saw that we just recently, in the last probably 24 to 48 hours, sent over some stealth bombers to the country of Iran and ended up bombing 3 of their supposed nuclear enrichment sites, or where they, make these nuclear weapons of mass destruction, supposedly. And supposedly we did some damage. Whether you agree with what the president did or not, it happened. Now, in retaliation today, Iran did send over some missiles to some of the, areas that their missiles can reach that have American citizens located at, i.e., there are some bases, more specifically an American base in Qatar. Some missiles landed over there. According to the news, there wasn't any injuries or deaths reported. As a matter of fact, they even said that there wasn't any really destruction that happened. And at this moment, we don't know if that was just Iran's way of saying, okay, well, you hit me, I got to do something back to you so we look cool, or if this is going to just engage into a full-out war, which I hope it doesn't. But, and as a matter of fact, if it works out the way hopefully it sounds like it should, this might have even hopefully may put an end to what's going on between Iran and Israel now. Don't Israel and Palestine's another war, but Israel, if you didn't know, just went to war with Iran most recently. So hopefully we can at least end that war and at least prevent us into getting into another war. You know what I mean? But anywho, a lot of that shit going on. I just got sent some news today, some tragic news that I guess a hot air balloon with 7 or 8 individuals in South America, I think more specifically Brazil, crashed, and all the passengers, all 7 or 8 of the individuals died. That's horrible news. To go with just most recently in the last few weeks, the news of that jetliner crashing in the country of India, where everybody died except for one individual that walked away alive with hardly just some scratches, which, if you ask me, is a fucking miracle. And then I'm going to still be working on an episode here coming up soon, going over some of this most recent news having to do with like these, politicians that have been getting these pizzas lately. And, now what the police and the feds are doing to counter that, and, going further with that, how they're going to start prosecuting a lot of these individuals. I'm also going to be talking about the case going on in Las Vegas with the streamer that shot and killed the other YouTuber and wife just a few weeks ago, right on the Las Vegas Boulevard. As a matter of fact, we premiered a little coverage on that. I think the day or the afternoon, evening that incident happened. So if you want a little bit more information about that, we do got coverage on that. You can search on the NJCourts main channel page if you're on a desktop. Fortunately, I don't think they have it on the mobile or tablet applications yet, but if you're on a desktop, you can actually search the page and just type in Las Vegas shooting, and that should pop up for you as far as the coverage. We did that on a few weeks ago. So I've got some other stuff going on in addition to the normal court updates that we have that are going to be coming up here soon. Just to give you guys a quick reminder, for the end of June, we have, I think, I know Action Man's got his case going on. Oh, and I forgot. Remember, I was going to tell you exactly what charge, the felony charge that he was facing in the state of Texas. This is separate. This is obviously he's the alleged victim in this case between Burger Planet and him. But don't forget, our coverage on Action Man started when he got in trouble in the county of what is it? It's where Austin's in. What is it? Travis County. We've covered a lot of people from Travis County, EBZ, Action Man. I swear we had one more person from there, but anyways, let me get you just a brief update on that. But he's got, I think, a case coming up on the 30th of this month. And remember, he was just recently indicted by a grand jury in January for a felony charge of, and I'm going to get that information for you. Give me just 1 second. And if you're asking me any questions right now, give me a second because I don't have that screen up in front of me. I'm going to do this search really quick. All right, so you guys should see what I'm looking at. All right, cool. So Mr. Action Man, a.k.a. Aaron Travis, has a court hearing on June 30th. And again, that is for the offense of engaging in organized criminal activity which is a felony in the state of, is a felony in the state of Texas. This incident is stemming from September 27th of last year. This case was filed in October of last year and is still active, with his next case being June the 30th. It's a pretrial hearing at 9:15 a.m. at the 390th District Court in the county of Travis, which is located in the city of Austin, Texas. So he's got his case coming up on June 30th. Let's see who else we got coming up for June. And then we start with July cases. And then we're done. So I told you it wasn't going to be too long. Not too bad. Let's see here. Oops, I gotta go way back here. Here we go. Oh shit. Hampton Brandon's got a hearing tomorrow. I don't know if he's gonna make it, but don't forget he got in trouble in the state of Pennsylvania, more specifically in the area of Philadelphia. He is facing I think a trespassing charge, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look that up, but I'll get you an update tomorrow. It'll probably be as a community post, but maybe I'll do a live update. But he was arrested on May the 30th of this year, and he's got a court hearing tomorrow at 12 p.m. And then we get into July. So we've got Marlowe verse, a.k.a. Charles Marlowe, who's got a hearing July 23rd. Vegan Patriots and Insel Bin Laden got their hearing for their RO shit going on. That's going to be July 2nd. Leticia Collins, a.k.a. Latiti, has got an omnibus hearing on July 28th. And then we've got some hearings coming up in August for Mr. Bass and Tone. And don't forget, if any other people get in trouble or, they schedule a next hearing for Burger Planet coming up soon, I'll get you an update on that when that gets updated on his case information. All right, let me jump back to the comment section here. Any other questions? All right. Well, I'm going to call it an evening, folks. I appreciate the 50 some of you that came in today and spent your Monday afternoon/evening with NJCourts TV. Shout out to my replay crew that might be catching this later. Yeah, it was just under 30 minutes. Perfect. That's where I wanted to be. But as of right now, just to kind of wrap up or summarize everything that we just quickly went over or briefly went over, Mr. Burger Planet, a.k.a. Joshua McCutcheon, is been released. He was released basically the same day he was booked into jail. I don't know what time exactly, but he has been released. It appears that he was bonded out on a $1,500 cash bond. And we are waiting to see when his next court date is going to be, if he is going to be prosecuted, which once we get an arraignment date or we see a pretrial hearing, then we know that charges have been pressed against him, or charges have been brought against him. Excuse me. Press sounds a little bit too aggressive. So I will get you guys an update tomorrow as far as what happens with Mr. Hampton Brandon. I don't think we're going to be able to get any type of court access, because I remember I've tried to access some of the they don't do a lot of remote access stuff in that county in Philadelphia, because we've looked up another person from there before and did coverage, and I remember that there wasn't any remote access. So what I can do is, share with you what the court records show, which basically will show whether, he showed up or not to his court hearing and when the next court hearing is, and a little summary of what happened. So I'll get you that update as soon as I get it. And then let's see here. What else do we got going on? Basically, just going to be, flying by the edge of my seat, as they say. I think that's how they say it. I don't know. But anyways, you know how it goes. So keep those notifications on. I appreciate that. Or sub if you haven't. That way you're always up to date as far as when I go live. I am planning a summertime IRL road trip. This is going to be, following up with our badass California road trip that we just completed over the springtime. So again, I appreciate everybody's continued support, all the members of the jury, all the new members. And again, I appreciate all the viewers for being here. So you are welcome, Vanessa Jean. Diane Ski Mask. I don't know what's going on with that guy, man. We gave you a quick little update a few days ago when he was crying. So if you didn't catch that, just scroll through my last update, the one that we did originally on Burger Planet 2 days ago. And I think it was kind of towards the middle of the stream is when we went, somebody had commented on the comments that Ski Mask was live and crying. We jumped over there really quick live, and sure enough, he was. So that was my last update on him. You're welcome. Go girl. Yes, road trip. And it's going to be a fun one. You guys are, if all goes well, it's still in the planning phase, but it's pretty much a go. You guys, assuming that I'm able to stream it, again, it's always a matter of coverage. You guys are going to have a blast. All right. Trust me. I don't think I've failed you yet. So exactly, Ricky. Exactly. All right, folks. Have a safe rest of your week. I know it's fucking Monday, but the month's almost over. And then we start off July with some, a very patriotic holiday. For those of you that know me, I much enjoy the 4th of July, and definitely will be celebrating that week. I think 4th of July falls on a Friday this year, and we do an electric light parade here in my town on the 3rd, and then they do the fireworks on the 4th, which I've streamed those 2 years in a row. And I have something a little bit different for you. Well, kind of not this year, but we're going to be doing something for the 4th. And yeah, just keep those notifications and all is all I can say. All right, my dudes and my dudettes, my bros. There's a few of you here. Have a good Monday night, and we'll talk to you on the next one. I'm going to tell you right now, lower that volume or take out your earpiece if you have one, because we's about to get louds up in here. Don't forget, always keep that head on a swivel. Check that 6 every once in a while. And most importantly, especially during this time of war, take some time to love somebody, even if it's yourself. Nothing wrong with that. All right. A little self-care is much needed. I love you guys as always. I appreciate the support. And here's where we get loud. NJCourts, laters, TSX. There we go. I said it right. NJCourts is officially out. We'll do a Somali Matali update later. I've done a few of them, but there's a lot of Legal Mindset, even though you people hate him or love him, has done some good ones on him. I think he's in the same country, as a matter of fact, of Johnny Somali. So he's been able to get a lot of updates because of that. But I would refer you to the Legal Mindset channel for the most up-to-date updates on both those individuals. I've kind of been watching a little bit, and I can say that Vitaly has definitely lost a lot of weight and looks like shit, which means he's probably doing horrible in jail right now. I don't know much about the Johnny Somali thing. I do know last time I had checked in, him and his boy, whatever that other guy's name is, basically the guy that's funding everything for Johnny right now, his little Chinese or Korean girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. I know they were kind of fighting with each other, which again, that can always be scripted, but I do know once that dude cuts that, Johnny off financially, Johnny's going to be fucked. All right, everybody, you have a wonderful evening. Take care. And NJCourts is officially out. There we go. Up here. Peace.